Today, we're diving into what could honestly be a life-changing opportunity. I'm talking about the King's College London Sanctuary Scholarship. It's all about opening doors to an incredible education for people who've had to leave their homes. So let's get right into it and break down what this is all about. So let me ask you a couple of questions. Have you been forced to leave your home? And are you looking for a way to get a world-class education? If you're nodding along, then you're really going to want to pay close attention because what we're about to cover could be a huge deal for you. All right, first up, let's talk about what this scholarship actually is. The best way to think about it is like a special pathway, a direct route into studying at King's if you've been forcibly displaced. So what are we really talking about here? Well, the Sanctuary Scholarship is basically a full support package. Its whole mission is to give you both the money and the academic help you need to not just get by, but to really succeed at King's. And that's a key point. It's not just about the cash, it's about building a whole supportive environment around you. And look, this isn't some far-off dream. It's a real, concrete opportunity. For the 2026-27 academic year, they're offering up to 11 of these scholarships. So we're talking about a direct path for a select group of people to make a huge change in their lives. Okay, now for the big question, right? The one everyone's waiting for. What do you actually get? Let's dive into the financial side of things and see just how valuable this scholarship is. First off, and this is huge, a full academic fee waiver. Let that sink in. Your tuition for the entire program, completely covered, gone. That's a massive, massive weight lifted right off your shoulders from day one. But wait, there's more. On top of the free tuition, you also get a stipend for living costs. We're talking up to £20,000. This is your money for rent, for food, for just living in London, you know? It means you can actually focus on your studies instead of stressing about how to pay the bills. And the support doesn't necessarily stop there. There might even be extra help available, depending on your specific needs. And I really need you to hear this is super important. If you're getting asylum support from the Home Office, this stipend could mess with that. So the university is very clear. You have to talk to a legal advisor about this before you even think about applying. Seriously, don't skip that step. Okay, so the support package is incredible, but who can actually get it? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the eligibility rules. This is where you figure out if this is the opportunity for you. So yeah, who can apply? The rules here are pretty specific, so let's walk through them carefully. You might be eligible if you fit into a few key groups. For example, if you're an asylum seeker here in the UK, or maybe you have limited leave to remain in the UK that's connected to an asylum claim. It also includes people who've been displaced by recent conflicts. And that's important because it doesn't matter if you're already in the UK or if you're still abroad. Now, aside from your personal situation, there's a really big academic requirement you have to meet. This is for a master's degree. So here's the deal. You must have already applied for a one-year in-person master's program at King's that kicks off in September 2026. You can't apply for the scholarship without having done that first. It's step 0. All right, so let's say you've checked all the boxes and you're eligible. What's next? Well, the good news is the application process isn't some crazy, complicated thing. They've boiled it down to a simple 2-stage process. And yeah, it really is that straightforward. Step 1 is just filling out the online form for the scholarship. Step 2 is getting your documents together and shooting them off in one email. That's it. 2 simple steps, and your application is in. So what's the secret sauce? What are they actually looking for when they review these? It comes down to 3 things. First, are you eligible? We just covered that. Second, is your application complete? Easy enough. And third, and this is the big one, is the quality of your personal statement. That's really your moment to shine, to tell your story and show them who you are. Okay, let's switch gears to the practical stuff. We're talking deadlines and support. The timeline here is pretty tight, so you absolutely have to pay attention to these dates. Let's go over them. So get your calendars ready. The application window opens at 10 in the morning UK time on February 2nd, 2026. The deadline to apply is May 5th, also at 10 a.m. sharp, and then you'll hear back with a decision on July 6th. And listen, if you get that yes, you can't hang around. You have to move fast. You'll only have 10 days to officially accept the offer. That is a hard deadline, so be ready to jump on it as soon as you get the news. Now, if you're sitting there with more questions, don't worry, King's has put together some great resources. There's an official FAQ document and a recording of an info session that probably answer a lot of them. And if you're still stuck, you can just email the Sanctuary team directly. Their address is sanctuary@kcl.ac.uk. So after all that, we're left with one big question.
This scholarship, it's so much more than just money, right? It's a genuine pathway to a different future. And for 11 people, this is going to become their reality. So is this your chance to build that future at King's?